Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kamar93 here, and I am doing Figher V. It's gonna be a fun little rodeo today. Um, so, pretty much once we win, we take one shot. If we lose, we take two shots. And I think once once I get a little too drunk, I will be ending the stream. And it's a little more fun if we have like a little bit more on the line. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through ranked while I do this as well. So let's set this up. Oh, and for those who followed my Grind to Gold series, unfortunately due to PlayStation streaming restrictions and my transfer over to the PC world, which as you guys can tell, I'm streaming on PC now. I will be, I obviously kept practicing and learning and, working on different matchups and whatnot. And, I made it up to gold on a couple of different accounts. My main account, I made a new PC account so that I can, play PC. Got that up to gold, and the original Grind to Gold Change Your Socks 1. I think that account's still at Super Silver, but I'm at like 3,800, I believe. So that's gonna be the name of the game, guys. Figher V. If I win, I take one shot. If I lose, I take two shots. It's gonna be a fun time. And again, if you get the chance, try to follow me on social medias. Like, follow, subscribe, and give me your feedback on what you guys think I could possibly do to improve the stream. I got a couple ideas brewing right now, and I'm gonna try to stream a little more consistently. I finally have the PC set up, so I can have that a little bit more readily available. So let's go through while we wait, and Alright, let's get this started. Now, I'm still playing Ken. I'm still doing V-Trigger 2, V-Skill 1. Words. Let me start over. I'm still playing Ken. I'm still doing V-Skill 2, but I changed between V-Trigger 1 and V-Trigger 2 based on matchup. And with Bison, I'm going to go ahead and roll V-Trigger 1 because I'll be able to have a little bit more damage output and a little more oomph to my moves. And playing against Bison, I try to play a little bit more patient and let him tire himself out. Because in that way, in that way we can try to let him burn himself out and counter hit, put him in situations that will get good corner carry and then lead to damaging combos.
Round one. Fight.
Okay. Oh. Yep, you caught me on that one. Supposed to be a fireball cancel. Oh, he caught my Soryuken. What? Alright. I gotta play a little more solid on this one. That was a good throw. I think I'm starting to figure out his defense. If I win, I'll be able to get so much points. I'm looking for that slide. Huh. Okay. Not gonna lie, I whiffed a fireball there, but it still worked out. Still caught him. But yeah, I was able to shake off a lot of points off of that guy. That's probably like 90 something points. 104 points. Oh. Yeah, he doesn't want to play anymore. Alright guys, victory shot. So what we're going to do in between, what we're going to try to do on top of, pouring our shot, we are going to play one, watch one, and try to see and analyze certain things that could help out gameplay. So I'll leave that on while I look up the video. When I look up the video, I'm going to be pouring myself a shot. And if you guys notice, I've been doing pretty okay. I mean, hit and miss. Probably pull up the information off of the Shadowless CRI a little bit later for you guys. But let's look at that replay while I pour myself a shot real quick. And tonight, guys, I'm drinking on nothing expensive, but Pinnacle whipped cream vodka. My roommate and I were drinking the other night, and we do these root beer, almost like root beer float. Oh, hold on, let me go ahead and start this over real quick and drop some attack data on with some key display. You guys get to watch how bad my key display was. But so what I like to do as far as analyzing films, again, this is for people who haven't seen any of my footage before, I like to break it down 5 seconds at a time and figure out, okay, they did this here, this here, this here, this here. What could I have done in this positive or negative situation to better punish or better react to the situations I was put in? Then after I'm done doing that, I take notes. Not physical notes, just kind of mental notes, and then take that to the training room, recreate what I saw in the match and in the situation, and make sure that I try not to get hit with that again. Now, before I even continue, let me go ahead and my shot glass is cracked, so let me get a napkin. I don't want to mess up my wood desk. And I'll pour myself a shot real quick. Bottoms up. Whew. Okay. Okay. And we are no longer searching for an opponent, at least for right now. Now, let's continue on Oh, so let's watch a few minutes. Interactions. Now, I start off by throwing a fireball. Now, pretty standard, pretty basic. Figure out where he's at as far as his timing, spacing, what he does. If he's really twitchy. So he back rises, hits a few buttons. I'm far enough out of range that, you know, nothing he hit really affected me. Then he did the head stomp. Landed on the other side, cross up. But again, far enough away that, you know, I didn't really have to worry about anything going on. He was outside of sweep range. Well, my sweep range. Bison's sweep range is kind of ridiculous. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. I really appreciate the love. Welcome to the stream. We're doing Drink Fighter 5 today. And, yeah, if I win, I take one shot. If I lose, I take 2 shots. And I'm going to just kind of play until I either run out of vodka or, you know, I just can't handle my liquor. It's going to be a fun night, guys. It's going to be a fun night. And right now we're reviewing some footage that I just played against, reviewing some footage that I just, from a match I just played. Excuse me. Yeah, I was playing against this Bison, and we're going through with the attack data and key display on so that we can get a good visual of what's going on in the match. And there was a couple of situations he put me in that I think that I can try to pick apart and figure out what's going on with it and find how to optimize against it in the training room. So we're going to continue on. I threw a fireball. He did, I threw a fireball, walk forward. He did a head. This is what happened. He hit a head stomp. I throw out a standing medium punch. He does crouching strong. Alright. Nothing too much going on. I checked his dash with a fireball. Light fireball. Back throws. And a delay rise. Okay. Let's go back a little bit. Okay. So, at this point, throw a fireball to check his forward dash. He neutral jumps my line breaker target combo. Dash forward, back throw. And I normal recovery. He slides in. And we're looking for the Oki setup here. And for Oki setup, he decides to V-skill. Get on the other side. But again, like I said at the beginning when I started playing him, I'm going to play patient and let him burn himself out. Let's continue on a little bit. And I hit confirmed a crouching medium kick into medium Shoryuken. Primarily because of the fact that I wasn't sure if it was going to hit and I didn't want to get punished too obviously. Sometimes I can get away with medium uppercut and light uppercut versus hard uppercut because of the fact that like it's a little bit faster to react to. Like for example, so on that, granted 131 damage isn't optimizing, however, you know, it's good damage on him. Alright. And again, this is just me holding corner pressure. Keeping it simple. I tried to do a hit confirm. Sort of a freeing trap, but you know, I try to hit confirm the crouching light kick and the standing light kick. It's a 4-frame, so I believe I believe it's a 4-frame. Okay, awesome. Well, that just kind of happened. Alright, we carry on, we carry on. Let's do this. Hop back into ranked real quick. Go to training. And again, if you guys are interested in possibly being on the stream and you know, enjoying some time together, I think it'll be pretty awesome if you dropped your Capcom Fighter Network or Discord down below, and you know, get a hold of me and I can get you on. You know, I love talking, and okay, we got a new one. Let's see how this goes. Alright, we're gonna play against an Alex. I go V-trigger 1 with Alex because, again, having the extra damage is always always a little handy, you know? Look, another super gold. Just gotta play solid neutral, hit confirm, and keep it steady. Oh. Oh, he command grabs on block. Oh no. He's one of those Alexes. Oh, I was too far out. Okay. Clean combos, clean gameplay. I need to anti-air this guy more. Yep, knee. Ouch.
Final round. Fight.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Yep, that's me. Yep, that was match. I could tell after that first combo.
You lose.
Dude has a good Alex. Doesn't like to play neutral from what I can tell. And he jumps a lot. If I was more consistent on my anti-airs on that one, probably would have turned out a little better. And not so many reckless EXDPs.
Fight.
Oh my god. Open up. If he's just gonna sit there, I'm just gonna keep throwing him. That's free damage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ah, reckless DP. Oh my god. Woo!
You win.
So when I say take a shot, I mean like if I win against the person to like a best of 3, you know, like he won 1, I won 1, we have to play 1 more. And if I win, I take a shot. If I lose, I take 2 shots.
Round 1.
Haven't been drinking much lately, so my
Fight.
tolerance is real low. Oh. I dropped the... Okay. Gotta play a little extra aggressive with this guy.
Fight.
Ooh, that's a good hit confirm. That was a good hit confirm. Practically evened up the game with it. Oh, counter hit. Oh. Okay, I need to figure out how to beat that move. I'm going to take that into training room after this match.
Fight.
Oh my god, I was supposed to be a fireball. Punished. I got so punished. That hurt. Ah. Wow. I'll take 2 shots to that. Man.
You lose.
One move in particular that I need to definitely learn how to punish. And that's his flip variant thing that he does. So let me figure out how to do that first. Take the dummy off of that. Zone player control. Auto recover. I don't need any other meter. There's no point in having any other meter. Let me look up how to do that. I don't play Alex, so I have no clue. And right now I'm just kind of looking at the app, looking at frame data and execution. Okay, I think it's Air Stampede. I think that's the name of the move. Okay, I need to also infinite. Nope. So I'm gonna first start on the normal ones, and then I will work on the EX ones. And I wonder if I could DP it. Oh, I gotta pour my shots before I start. All right, shot 1, pouring. Shot 1, bottoms up. Ooh. Shot 2, pouring. Shot 2, bottoms up. I love vodka, but oof.
Win this battle, and you'll reach 200 wins in ranked match.
Alright, a Cammy. V-Trigger 1 I always pick for Cammy. She is not very projectile based. And she's doing V skill too. It's interesting. Okay. Wow, that all connected. Oh no. Oh no. My execution is not coming out. So, after this match, I am going to practice my dash forward, crouching medium kick, fireball cancel into V-trigger. I did not think that was going to hit. Let's say I have a DP. Oh, she neutral jumped me. That was clean. I like that.
You lose.
That was good. That was good. The neutral jump was clean. Now, let's see if we can get our points back. Oh, they're from Germany. That's cool.
Round one.
It's funny, I'm already starting to feel a little alcohol. Okay, full jumping combo. Don't fucking jump on me. Man, I can't react to that jump because she cuts her angle so quick.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah, this person, all their hit confirms hit. That was pretty good Cammy. Pretty damn good Cammy. They're on an 11 win streak, so they're just on a roll right now. Wish them luck. I wish them luck. So, I'm going to begin training with this character. There's one thing in particular. And again, I don't really play Cammy, so I don't really know exactly how to do this dive kick. Okay, so... Okay, I need to reset my positioning first of all. Okay, and blocked immediately afterwards. Okay, I think that that's set and good to go. Okay, I can get mediums. Let me double check to make sure that I can actually, like, I'm doing this right. Okay. Oh, before I forget, let me go ahead and pour my 2 shots. That's 1. That's 2. Ooh. Whew. That last one went down real rough. Cheap vodka. Gotta love it. Anyway. So, Cammy's jumping dive kick. Try to do an instant. Okay. That's about as instant as I can get it. I'm not going to be able to react DP to that. Nah. Yeah, that's more like it. 4 bar. Ooh, a soccer player. So for all Shotos, I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to do V-Skill 2 for all Shotos.
Win this battle, and you'll reach 200 wins
Because
in ranked match.
I'm pretty confident in the fact that I can activate V-Trigger 2 off of reaction to Fireball.
Round 1.
Like the startup animation to Fireballs.
Fight.
He doesn't block low very much. Okay. Okay. Alright, jump ins aren't gonna work for her. Yeah, jump ins aren't gonna work on her.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I didn't. Good hit confirm. Oh, man. So I hit medium. I thought I hit medium kick. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Okay. Looking a little shaky there for a second. Also, I'm really not used to Sakura, Sakura fireballs and just playing against Sakura in general. Not a matchup I'm too familiar with. Okay, throws. Man, that was... Ah, nice. That was close.
You lose.
If I would have activated, would have gone all the way up with the V skill. I said V trigger, and then did EX Tatsu on her way down, which probably would have done a fair amount of damage.
Round one. Fight.
Oh my god, I'm not hitting her hitboxes. Hits in a row. Now, number one, sweep. Did you just have like a longer sweep range, probably? Hold on, let me see this. Alright, so we're about a block apart. I will cleanly say that we are a block apart. Alright. So her sweep range is longer than Ken's. That's good to know. I could have punished there. She was negative 11 right there. Ooh. And could have easily gotten a Lion Breaker combo, but I reacted to that a little too late. Alright, and then she follows up with a sweep, dashes in, and the Oki setup, standing strong. Okay, back through. And swept. Not gonna lie, I got a little tilted with all the sweeps that she was doing. Like, all of her sweeps were really landing and kind of interrupting the pressure that I wanted to get going. As you can tell, I'm mashing out EXDP at this point because I'm just like super tilted. Huh.
Round 2. Fight.
Alright, and next, trying to play neutral. She does a good jump in. Side back rise. She jumps in. Fierce. Standing strong. Crouching forward. And hard DP. And block her standing strong, crouching forward, another crouching forward, standing forward into my Lion Breaker combo. But the heavy kick whiffs because of pushback. And again, I couldn't get the timing for the jump in, so that just kind of threw me for a whole loop and a half. That was just me being reckless. I believe she didn't even optimize that one. She could have probably gotten more damage off of it now that I look at it. Alright, so to set up for this combo, I need to look at the tail end of this. Now she knocks me down, hard knockdown situation. I try to grab in reaction to her standing short. She punishes me for it. Pretty sure that was optimized. And then an overhead. Great Sakura player. Couldn't get a beat on her whatsoever, but she played real solid. The thing that tilted me was the fact that she did a lot of sweeps, which reset the neutral game in her favor. And apparently there's a lot of, I wouldn't say frame traps per se, but a lot of things I need to learn. Well, not only frame traps, I should say. A lot of things I need to learn with Sakura. So let me go ahead and take her into training room. I'll go into there, put on my bot to level 8 because again, it's just, I need to learn the matchup just regardless. And when I see something I need to like really work on that I have no clue about, I will go ahead and practice that specifically. But till then,
Hey, I was waiting for you.
Sakura.
Yeah, let's go.
oh shoot. So not gonna lie, I totally forgot which V trigger and V skill he picked. And if I want to run an accurate simulation of the matchup, not the match, but the matchup, gotta check that out. V skill 1, V trigger 2. Okay. Hey, yeah, I haven't really drank lately, so I am already starting to feel the alcohol. It's gonna be a fun night. I still got 2 shots I gotta take. Just want to set this up first.
Sakura.
Yeah, let's go.
This sort of thing is really.
Man, this isn't accurate at all. First of all, let me have V trigger 2. The difficulty of it is just not the same as the guy I played. Oh, I hit pause on accident. Okay, let me pour my shots. Shot 1. Man, I need to get a win. And shot 2. Oop, drop my controller. All right. Alright. I need to stop doing wake up tosses. At least so often. So, as far as fundamentals go, I look at it this way. There are 4 main fundamentals to the game. execution, anti-airs, oki, and oh goodness. So that's how drunk I am. Oh, and hit confirms. So certain ways I try to train for those specific 4 elements, and if I like the Avatar, master the 4 elements. You guys gotta excuse me on that one. I've been watching a lot of Avatar lately. I'm rewatching the whole series with my roommates, and so far we're on Earth, book 2, chapter 2. So let me just run through my training regiments, or the different ways I set up the dummy to, train a little bit while we wait for the next match. So, crouching, I set the dummy up, not great. For me, auto health recover, dummy, auto health recover. Everything else normal because I'm going to be showing execution first. So execution, we set the dummy on guard after first attack, so that if we do something that doesn't connect, they'll block. So only true block strings, I'm pretty sure they guard on wake up, so I'm not going to be able to practice Oki with this setting configuration as it is. Now let me take off the stun. Now this combo only hits when they're crouching. Huh. I know I can't get this outside of V trigger. It would be nice if I could link the light DP into EXDP. But unfortunately, that is an AV trigger only thing. And today I'm taking 3 bars and up. So if they're 3 bars minimum, then I will I'll do the match. Ooh, an Ed. So my rival plays a pretty sick Ed, so I'm used to this matchup more than the common folk, I guess. Because let's be real, who do you hear main Ed or have Ed even as like a side character? Like not many people really mess with Ed like that. Which is kind of nuts because honestly he's a really good character. Just not my jive, honestly. But if you look at Trashbox, for example, he switched from Birdie to Ed and he's the #1 player global. Well, at least online leaderboards. Okay. Okay. Need to open them up. That was a good backdash. I was late on the reaction for the for the jump for that. Nice. I wasn't crouch blocking.
Round two. Fight.
Oh no. Spacing.
Final round. Fight.
Okay. Nice. I tried to do a standing light kick. So 4 frames not good there. Okay. Oh, nice cross up. Oh, come on! No! I thought I got that on Oki.
You lose.
I thought I had that on Oki. Oh no! That sucks.
Round one.
I had crouching strong on Oki. What? Okay.
Round two. Fight.
I need to anti-air. Dirty.
You win.
Well, at least I got my points back. I think. Might have like lost 10 overall. Eh.
200 wins in a ranked
Yeah. Alright.
Round one.
Let's get points back.
Fight.
39 hundo. Oh! Come on now, quit that. Trying to reach me with those crouching forwards, trying to crouching forward confirm into DP. Trying to be slick. Oh, okay. We doing that then. We doing that then. We doing that then. Come on, dance, boy, dance. Alright, I won. So I only have to do one shot this time.
Close to a rank up.
Cool. 39 hundo. Let's go back to previous mode because honestly I'm not really feeling the Ed matchup right now. I need to practice more on the Sakura matchup. But I was explaining the 4 fundamentals that I like to practice. That I see as, again, key components of the game and also any fighting game in general, really. So execution. Making sure you can land your combos and hit your combos when you need them. Nope. I know I can get something off of that. Oh, okay. What? Okay. No. No, I need a delay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Alright, 3 bar. Oh. For that last match, I need to take a shot. And when I take a shot, I'm gonna go ahead and make the sound of me blowing in the bottle. So, shot number, I don't even know what. Whew.
Ranked in the top 40,000
This is fun.
in North America.
Just glad I made sure to do V-Trigger too.
Round one. Fight.
Or else this will be difficult. Oh, okay. That's real choppy. Alright. Real aggressive Akuma. Come on. Wake up medium Tatsu. There we go.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, that's your ass. Jump forward, please. That's okay. I'll take that. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your contribution to my cause.
You win.
Chuck Plasma, get punished. Q! Oh my god! Hey, how's it going, man? Or girl? I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see that you're still on the channel. You're still around. You know, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing, you know, staying safe during the whole COVID thing, and you know, that whole bit. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. Yep. I lost that round.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh. Gotta watch out for the air fireballs now. He's starting to do that more. That only means I took away his air approach. But I hope he knows he's just not safe regardless. Now that I know he's throwing air fireballs, I'm just gonna dash under. Double dash, throw. And wake up. Oh god, that was dirty. I'm gonna wash my hands after this round. Thanks for wasting a bar. Oh, nice EXDP. But I got those too. Alright. So, one thing about me playing against Akuma, I used to main Akuma. So, whatever he's doing, it's not anything new that I'm not really used to. Either play your hand, play, you know, I'm used to playing it, but at the same time, it's like, also, I just really know the matchup for a while. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back. Well, guys and gals, Q, missed you, girl. Hope you've been well. And no, stop that. You're not trash at fighting games. If your dad's any testament to your skill, because I know you and your dad probably like play each other every now and then. And I remember playing against your dad. He has a Karen, a pretty mean Karen, if I remember correctly. So what I'm gonna do is, because again I do actually need to wash my hands. My hands are getting pretty sweaty here. You know, even though I'm on PC, I still play pad. And yeah, I'm gonna go wash my hands. And before I do that, I'm going to go take a shot. I just realized I forgot to mute the mic. That's funny. Okay. So let's get back to it. And actually with this one, let's break this down and point out how much I suck. We're going to well, first of all, what I'm gonna do is share my Facebook link so that you guys can follow me on Facebook if you would like. I would really appreciate that. That would be really awesome. So give me 1 second. Okay, so we turned that off. I do need to check my purple card. I want to count how many shots I've done so far. I had 1 shot for winning against Akuma. So that's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh wow, I just looked at my bottle of vodka. Yeah, now I've gone through a lot. So far 8 shots, 9 shots. 9 shots of vodka. So I think that let's see. I'm gonna do one more match. Yeah. I'm gonna break down this video of me playing against the Akuma. And I'm going to play one more match. And after that, I am going to call it a night. Because I'm pretty drunk right now.
Come on. Let's turn up the heat.
Alright, now let me go ahead and pause it.
Fight.
Key display on, attack data on. So this is how I analyze my data. Oh, before I even start this, let me drop the link. So the link that I'm putting into my YouTube is my link to my Facebook stream. And if you would like to sorry. God, I had to stretch real quick. That was one of those like yawn stretches. It was real good. Like 3 parts of my back popped. So great. So yeah. Yeah, let's see, 9 shots of vodka. I'm gonna do 10 and probably call it a night. I'm gonna break down this video. I sent the link to my Facebook. And again, follow me on Facebook if you would like. Kamari93, the same as my normal PSN. Granted, this one's, Kamari93 PC, because I'm a PC gamer now. I traded sides. I'm a trader. Oh my god. A lot of people who I play PS4 with are just like, oh, you're a trader. It's like, okay. But like, compared to how I played on the PS4, to be real second, what is lag since I've been playing on PC? Anyway, let's break this down. Let's do this. So, we started off the match. Both of us crouch blocked, and we backed off. Moved forward, backed off. I jumped in, he anti-air, demon flipped, punished, hard knockdown. I back recover, his crouching medium kick, his crouching, I'm trying to use the actual terminology instead of saying medium kick, hard kick. So his crouching forward didn't connect because, now granted, even though it went through my foot, if you noticed, here, let me go ahead and, so, if you notice, it went through my foot. Let's see if I can actually freeze frame it. So, the demon flip punish. Naturally. Oki situation. His crouching medium kick was early. That's what it was. It went through me because of the fact that he didn't do it on my first frame of my stand up, on my wake up. So I backed up, I disengaged, threw out a jab, I guess to probably check any kind of dashes, but I wasn't interested. Medium DP to make sure that he gets out of the air. And right now, that was a nice little trade. If you notice, I have a nice chunk of gray damage. But again, I blocked. I made sure that I played it real patient. Throwing a fireball to space him out. I know he's gonna try to. He wants. What I like to look to do, instead of looking to see what I want to do, I like to look to see what my opponent wants to do. And if you notice by how he's rushing in and how he's attacking and how he's trying to lay on the pressure, he really wants to be on offense. He wants to take his turn. But for me, I keep blocking everything he does, so I'm not trying to engage him too much. You know, at that range, throwing out either a jab or a light fireball, which, shoot, I threw out a heavy fireball. I probably should have thrown out a light fireball right there. Even though heavy fireball comes out faster, light fireball has less recovery time. And Kin's fireballs have a lot of recovery. Like here, check this out. Hold on. I'm gonna actually pull up the data sheet for this too, just to actually get an accurate like estimation. So Kin's heavy fireball. And it's surprising, a lot of people don't punish fireballs the way they should, and I'm also guilty of this as well. Kin's fireball, if I remember correctly, is -8 on block, along with most other Shotos who have a fireball projectile, which leaves them really open for any kind of punish from, like, for example, with Kin, you can go into Chin Buster, you can go into Lion Breaker, you can hit confirm into, like, for example, you could do standing heavy punch into, the V scale 2 shenanigans I like to do, where I do standing heavy punch into cancel into V skill 2, and then cancel that into a throw, just for little chip damage. Well, not even really chip damage, but for, you know, a pretty nice chunk. You know, I think I'd probably call it like 20%, maybe more. But his fireball, I'm getting off on a tangent here. Yeah, his fireball on block. Yeah, it's -8, and it has 14 frames of startup. So, like, throwing a fireball here, I should have did a light fireball instead of a heavy fireball. Okay, so he dashes forward, frame traps me with standing light kick, standing short, standing fierce, and Akuma's fierce. You know, oh shoot, that's not fierce. Again, I'm trying to work on the terminology and actually using the right verbiage versus using medium punch, heavy punch. So, standing short into standing forward for Akuma, I believe, is a frame trap. And as you can tell, the standing medium kick is, you know, anybody who played against Akuma or played as Akuma, medium kick is a huge tool to abuse as is. So, again, he's wanting to get his offense started and throwing out hits here and there and trying to find something to confirm. He confirms 2 standing medium kicks back to back, with one standing forward being a counter hit, which gave him a little extra damage on top of the DP that I ate. If you see me, I'm just spazzing out light DP because you know, it's a good, you know, it's a wake up option, of course. Everybody knows wake up DP, but instead of wake up DPing with hard Dragon Punch, I'm doing a wake up light punch. You know, wake up jab DP, so that in that way it just kind of like makes it a little bit less easy to punish. Let's see. Yeah, Q, I study frame data just for a little bit, you know. My rival, he's an analyst to the core. He's all frame data, and it's just like, if to keep up with him, I had to learn it. But frame data is real easy. Honestly, it's one of those things where, like, if you play Street Fighter enough, you just feel it, you know. And when you feel it, it's like, you know, from a certain distance, medium punch beats out hard punch because it comes out faster. And in that sense, it's not necessarily math, but it's more of a feeling. And when you're like, okay, he throws out something, it leaves him in recovery for long enough for me to counter it. For example, if somebody does a Shoryuken, right? For example, Kin's Shoryuken, because I have the frame data pulled up for Kin right now. And also, I would suggest anybody, you know, including UQ, just download a frame data app. Start looking at it every now and then when you play, and when you break down footage, throw on the attack data, throw on the key display, and just start looking at stuff. Take it frame by frame, slow, and just learn. That's kind of how I did it. Now see, I tried to do a wake up DP, light DP. It didn't work out. So he has 16 frames of advantage. So he can punish me with a lot of things. And he crush counter punishes me with his standing fierce target combo, which he doesn't have enough meter to cancel into V trigger, so that's not too much to worry about. You know what I mean? So I fall down, I back rise, and let's see the Oki situation here. I block. He tries to take Oki initiative by doing back heavy punch. Now granted, he's hitting all 3 punches, but when you hit all 3 punches, it registers as the strongest punch or the strongest kick. If you put all 3 punches or all 3 kicks to a certain button, it registers as all 3 punches, or it registers as hard punch or hard kick. So it's like having that assigned to a, it's like having a second hard punch and hard kick button. But if you activate it with meter or without meter, like a special move, then of course the EX version of it is gonna come out. But I have my button set like that, and I keep the same button setup that I've had since Marvel vs. Capcom 1 back when I was like 9. And it's kind of crazy. It's like I've been playing fighting games for a long time. My dad's really into fighting games. He's the one who kind of sparked that competitive spirit that I have with it. And we just kind of, just grew and got better. Oh no, I don't know the numbers at all. I'm looking at I'm looking at an app that just tells me like what the numbers are. Trust me, I have none of this committed to memory. If anything, I can play, but like I'm trying to learn frame data the best I can, but I don't memorize it. It's like I play more by feel than anything. It's only like, oh, this button leaves him in recovery, and as he's pulling his arm back, I know that my medium kick or my light kick, my short or my forward, can come out a lot faster than he can pull his arm back. And I look at it in a way that most martial artists would actually like fight in real life. Okay, my opponent he's very powerful, but at the same time he can't take too much of a hit, based on previous knowledge. So sorry, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit because there's something else I need to point out and look at, but I'll get to that in just a moment. But when your opponent throws out a punch in real life, because in real life I did practice martial arts. I did Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I did MMA a little bit while I was in the army, and I love fighting. MMA and mixed martial arts, UFC, Bellator, all that stuff is just like, I don't really watch too much football or anything else. I love fighting. It's just kind of, one of my things. So you just look at it in a way that like I can throw out my punch faster than my opponent can draw his arm back from the punch he just got blocked on. And as long as you focus on what your opponent's trying to do, you'll be straight. Because eventually you'll be playing your game and they're trying to catch up. Because you're calm, you're collected, and you're forcing them to move. And the more you force them to move, the more it burns them out. And it translates in the Street Fighter as well because the mental stamina that it takes as well. You're in neutral in a real gridlock situation, and your opponent is trying to initiate every time, and you're playing passive, you're playing cool, you're laming them out. You're using the clock to your advantage. You have 99 seconds to play Street Fighter. Use it, So when you have your opponent in that situation, it forces them to make those moves of initiation. So like they'll try to, oh, you know a little bit of Taekwondo? That's really awesome. So as a Muay Thai practitioner, Taekwondo artists or martial artists are very, very much like Taekwondo versus Muay Thai. It's like a rivalry almost, you know? It's like almost like Aikido and karate. And if you take the ideologies of like different fighting styles and different like how you approach a matchup and how you approach a gameplay, but then apply that to actual fighting games, it seems to work out. Like, that's how I fight, you know? It's like if I was in an actual fight, now granted, I've been knocked out a few times. I've been too many times I'd like to admit, to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, if you apply actually real life martial arts to what the guys in Street Fighter do, and like, I don't want to say this in the wrong way, but I can't think of any other way to express it. If you play Street Fighter like you play Tekken, but on a 2D platform, it seems to work out in a way that as long as you're patient and you wait for your opponent to like leave himself open on a overly aggressive situation, as long as you counter hit and you stay consistent with how you counter your opponent's advances, you'll always be at a lead advantage for your health. And at that point, they're fighting the clock versus fighting you. And when they're fighting the clock, when they fight the clock, they get desperate. And desperity equals out to opportunity when it comes to you executing your moves the way you need to actually win the match. Either that, or he'll play lame as well, and he'll kind of copy how you're doing, and he'll end up running out the clock, realizing, oh crap, I don't have enough health. And then you'll win the match, you know? That's kind of how I see it. And also that's apparently how my dad sees it too. And sooner or later, I'm going to be getting him on the stream and having him look at how some of my gameplays are. And because he's been playing Street Fighter since like the late 80s, you know? And it's kind of interesting because I went from playing Akuma, who I've always been playing Akuma. It's one of those things where since like Alpha 3 was a big switch for me when I was a kid. My dad had all the Street Fighters growing up, and Capcom versus SNK, Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom, and all that stuff. And like, which by the way, sorry to kind of side tangent. George, thanks for the follow, thanks for the like, I really appreciate it. Right now I'm just kind of breaking down some footage and just drunk rambling on some frame data and how real life martial arts can translate into your own gameplay style of how you play Street Fighter. Because if you play patiently and anticipate your opponent's moves, which playing against you, it's so hard to read. You have this play style that just really messes with how I play. That's why he washed me so bad in that first set. That last set that we played. Man, that was awesome. Like, your hit confirms were on point. Your spacing was on point. And I'm actually going to probably go back later today and look at that footage and just try to draw some knowledge off of that and see what I can learn on how to improve on my gameplay. Because, oh man, your Ken plays totally opposite from how my Ken plays, where I'm very like slow, methodical. I try to like pick my angles, and you're just like, I'm gonna punch you in the face. I love that, man. I absolutely love it. But anyway, let's continue on with what we had going, because I went off so far off on a side tangent. So again, letting him play into the play style that I'm trying to do, not necessarily even oh my god, that's so awesome. Your dad played old Street Fighter games growing up too? That's so cool. Like, that'd be really cool to see our dads play each other. So my dad actually went from playing Bison, he's been a Bison main since like 91, 92, and like, I want to say that I I've only seen his Ryu once or twice in a couple of different games, because Ryu has to play a certain way for him to actually want to play Ryu. And in Street Fighter V, he decided to, Season 5, he decided to go back to Ryu. He's like, hey, I'm going back, you went back to your original character. Shoot, I remember the day you threw your first fireball. Apparently I was like real young, but I don't remember it, of course. I was like freaking like 2 maybe. But like, he went back to playing Ryu, and he's been studying Just Fog. Tijami, I think that's the guy's name, the #1 Ryu player that's around right now. And he's been looking at MD, and I showed him a little bit of MDZ Jimmy. And between those 3, he's really built up a style that's just like, to put it lightly, it's formidable. And I'm actually really looking forward to being able to play him. Because if I were to say, now I'm going to say this now, Poker Rocks 97, Chris, he is my rival. He has been my rival for years. I've known this guy since like 2 years now, 3 years. I can't remember at this point. But my dad has always kept me up to par, up to standard, and showed me exactly how to train. Do 30 fireballs in a row. And if you drop one, start over. That way I worked on my execution and got my execution down, so that like if I get in on a combo, I'm not going to drop a combo. Granted, Street Fighter V, while I'm drunk, it gets a little iffy. But with my dad going back to Ryu, that's one of those things that I've always known him as a Bison player. My dad is the Bison guy in my eyes, And he's playing Ryu now. And he's playing V Skill 1, V Trigger 1. So he's just like, he's been playing the game long enough that he knows the combos. He knows the setups. He knows the data. So it's just like he throws in a parry at the most opportune time and then just goes off. And like, he's told me some theory crafting that he's done, and I'm just can't wait until he gets some Wi-Fi so that he can like cultivate that and like make it grow. And Q, if you ever get the chance to play online, I would love to actually have you on stream. You've been a follower of mine for such a long time, and like, I feel blessed to have you as one of my followers on my stream, So if you ever do want to actually be on stream with me and like play some sets, talk about what you have going on, because besides Drunk Fighter 5 and possibly another thing that I'm going to be doing, which I'll get on that later. It has to do with my dojo. I'm vice president of my dojo, the Shadow Realm, which if you guys ever get the chance, shoot a request. We always look for new members, and we're always trying to recruit and grow and actually, help people grow in their journey on playing Street Fighter. If you have a goal, we'll try to help you get there, We'll beat your ass, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, we'll teach you exactly what you did wrong so that you, like, aren't just getting your ass kicked, It's like, oh man, I got steamrolled. Alright, so instead of running like a first to 5 and just steamrolling you over and over and over, because that's not fun for anybody, It's not fun for the person who's steamrolling. It's not fun for the person who is being steamrolled. So just go ahead, stop for 1 second, and go into what I'm doing now, and check out what we can do to work on helping you get better, and work on work on the 4 fundamentals of fighting games: Oki, execution, anti-airs, and hit confirms. As long as you have those, you'll be straight. That's awesome. Congratulations on your move, Q. Like, I really hope that everything is going well. I hope you stay safe with everything going on with Corona. And on your off time, if you can, just let me know that you're doing all right, you know? And if you need a TV, I can actually help you find one. Facebook Marketplace is a beautiful thing. I actually just got the two monitors that I'm running the stream off of right now off of Facebook Marketplace. One's like a 19 inch, the other one is like a 33 inch. And I got both of them for a total of $30, you know? So Facebook Marketplace is definitely a good avenue to go down if you're looking to try to get new stuff. And no, granted, sorry, take that back. Not new stuff, but like good quality stuff for cheap pricing. But anyway, let's get back to breaking down this this footage. And since George is here, which by the way, man, thank you, I really appreciate you chiming in and checking out the stream. Drunk Fighter 5, if I win, I take 1 shot. If I lose, I take 2 shots. I'm about 9 shots in right now. Yeah, and I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. So let's go ahead and run this back from the beginning because my drunk ass kind of like spaced out and I can't really remember what happened. So we both crouch blocked. But yeah, if you're trying to find some TVs, if you want, go ahead and add me on Facebook. I can go ahead and try to help you look in your general area, and I can find something for you. My roommate. Well, I say friend, but my roommate, friend, best friend. She's my female best friend for like what, 11 years now, 12 years now, ish. I want to say like maybe 11 years. She's the one who told me about Facebook Marketplace and actually finding like what you need on there. So feel free to add me on Facebook. Again, if you add Kamari93, which is my gaming tag for my Facebook videos, I can go ahead and help you out with that. Oh, I'm doing shots of vodka. I got some real cheap vodka because I'm pretty broke. Last week I got real sick, and I work 6 days a week and 10 hours a day. I do 60 hours a week, and I got real sick. Seasons changed. It went from being real hot to real hot and humid. Sorry, it went from real cold to real hot and humid. And anytime the weather changes drastically, I always get sick. It never fails. So I got sick. And because the cold that I caught had COVID symptoms, I got tested for COVID. Back on Monday, I got my test back, so, no COVID, thank God. And after all that, and, waiting for my COVID test, I didn't work for like a week. And I get paid weekly, so, yeah. Cheap vodka this week. Instead of getting the good stuff. Like, if I had it my way, I would be sipping on Gentleman's Jack or Captain Morgan Black Label if I had the choice. But today, I'm doing Pinnacle Vodka, and I'm also doing Pinnacle Vodka just shots, cheap vodka. I like vodka, but at the same time, I get a better drunk feeling off of rum or gentleman's whiskey or gentleman's selection from Jack Daniels. Wow, alcohol definitely is hitting me pretty hard. Anyway, let's continue on. So, I jump in. He punishes me. Oki setup, he does his crouching forward, and he does it too early, so I'm able to disengage. Goes out a jab to check any dashes, which, smart move. I would have done the same. He tried to do jumping Tatsu. I medium DP, even though it runs the risk of getting hit by a jumping fireball from Akuma, medium DP, upper body invincibility, I'll run the risk. I have the health for it. I can afford it. So, let's see. I knock him down. He back rises. Oki setup. I just walk forward. I delay my crouching strong. Oh yeah, I said drunk Figher V because I'm plastered. I'm pretty drunk right now. I'm trying really hard to make words. But at the same time, it's a good practice because I do want to commentate for Street Fighter V, and I do want to commentate for tournaments, and eventually, if everything goes like how I dream for them to go, I get picked up by Capcom, just like how a lot of other people like James Chen, Vicious, Tasty Steve, Yipes, Sanjin, all the commentators that commentate for Capcom Pro Tour. I want to be like that. But at the same time, I gotta practice doing what I need to do and coming up with the words that I need to come up with in a presentable fashion. God, excuse me, a mosquito straight flew at my face. So I just like swatted and I accidentally knocked my headphones off. I'm growing my hair out, so I got this whole fro thing going on. I'm not used to it. So I'm working with it. Anyway, I throw a fireball. Fireball! I do have some fireball vodka. Not vodka, what the fuck am I saying? I have some fireball somewhere in my room. So if I'm running out of Pinnacle, I could probably continue on with Fireball. I don't have work tomorrow, so I'm getting drunk tonight. It's gonna be a good night. It's been a long week. I block all its pressure. I take a little bit of gray damage, but you know, I disengage and try to get a good read on him. You know, I try to throw a couple of times just to kind of interrupt his pressure. He moves forward, and at the spacing I was at, it was either throw out a jab, check the dash, or throw out a fireball and just, you know, get the extra damage. And he catches me on a counter hit. I threw out a I was moving backwards, so I hit jab. He caught me with a, standing forward, which everybody knows Akuma's medium kick is, excuse my language here, but fucking bullshit. And yeah, he caught me on a counter hit, which does extra damage and sets him up at a way more advantageous position. And dashes up, light kick, another medium kick counter hit, another medium kick counter hit, combos, and Oki setup. He's standing fierce target combo by mashing out his all three punches, which again reads as, heavy punch, but yeah. Oki setup, I back rise, he tries to back fierce, which normally sets up for a really nice demon flip not combo per se, cancels in a demon flip pretty nice, or if you're at a good enough range, you can actually cancel it into heavy red fireball. But I blocked it. My stun bar's pretty high. I missed my throw. I counter hit with a nice little 3-piece. I didn't expect 2 EX fireballs right there. I mean, he pretty much burnt up the rest of his meter, which leaves me at meter advantage. And also because I have V-Trigger 2, I already have my V-Trigger. So, which is a really good advantage for choosing V-Trigger 2 for Ken, because his combos are kind of how he gets his damage off. And as long as you keep the combos going, it continues on with V-Skill 2. Like, you do line breaker target combo, you do chin buster target combo. You can always follow those 2 up with V-Skill 2 into a hard DP, or a hard uppercut, sure you can, or whichever you call it. I call it DP, Dragon Punch. Sure you can means Dragon Punch in Japanese. So so yeah. See, if I ever had Kim plushie, I'd probably go around hitting my family with it or something. That's great. I love that. Oh, you're not interrupting at all, Q. Type as much as you want. I really enjoy the fact that you're actually interacting with me on the stream and that you're actually talking. And also, I really miss chatting with you. You're always been a dedicated fan of mine, and also I consider you a friend. You, your dad, your family, you guys are always really good with me. So, again, I really appreciate you being here, and I really enjoy your input. So feel free to text. Sorry, I said text. My bad. Feel free to comment as much as you want. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you. I'm here for George. I'm here for whoever wants to watch. It's one of those things. Let's get fucked up and play Street Fighter. Yeah, man, Kage's V skill 2 is so ridiculous. I'm just gonna say that. Like, they buffed Kage way too much this season. I mean, they could have spread a little bit of that love around the Shoto cast, and yeah, they gave Ken V skill 2. Yeah, they buffed his crouching forward, his crouching medium kick, forward's medium kick, so, which is really great when it comes to canceling in a fireball, but they made it as good as Ryu's was last season or 2 seasons ago, and they made Ryu's just ridiculous. You could poke from 3 area codes away and still confirm in a fireball because this fireball comes out fast enough. So it's I really wish they would. I just want them to buff Ken. They need to give my boy some love. Anyway, air fireball from Akuma. I block, comes down, I throw, get him in the corner. I set up his Oki situation, he back rows. I did crouching light kick, I'm going to do a standing light kick. And I'm looking for that hit confirm. I don't get it, so I back off. Never mind, I don't back off, I just use the pushback to set me up for another crouching forward, which isn't true. If any Kens do that to you, crouching forward is -4 on block. So if you have a 4 frame, which most people do, even Sagat and G do, they don't have and shoot Ken too. They don't have a 3 frame wake ups, and 3 frame wake ups are the fastest moves in the game. So they have 4 frames. Even a 4 frame would hit right here. So if you ever see this from a Ken player, punish that. Do it for me. Aw. Thank you, Q. That made my heart real warm. And George, you already know what it is. My playstyle's different. But it's a good counterbalance to how you play. And that's why I love playing against you, because you always show me what I need to work on. If I need to work on something specifically, hey, Ken needs to work on this. I need to work on this with Ken. I said it backwards. Excuse me here. I always play you. And you, after 2 or 3 sets, I come out very clairvoyant on what I need to work on. Which for that, I thank you. It's like Ken, sure you don't get a buff. Man, they've been nerfing Ken since season 2. Like, the fact that I picked up V skill 2. Okay, so first of all, I of course picked V skill 2 over V skill 1 because the run's very punishable. Very, very punishable. And like, because of the fact that like, I kind of like, I got good at fighting games off of like, granted, I grew up playing Street Fighter since like Champion Edition. You know, I was 8 months mashing on a controller. Nah, if I V-skill on Air Fireball, it'll hit because I have V-skill 2 instead of V-skill 1. But I picked V-skill 2 specifically because I got good in the Alpha series and SNK 2. Specifically SNK 2, that's why I figured out how to actually like play Street Fighter. And Ken had this move, and it was really awesome. It brought back great memories, and the fact that I can combo into it and earn meter every time I use it, every time I combo, like, is a godsend. I know I need to watch my feet. Shush. Shush. Anyway, let's continue on because I'm getting off on a tangent. Over here, reminiscing on the old days. Capcom versus SNK 2. Dash forward, crouching medium kick, fireball. Low pushback. Try to see if I can open them up. At this point, I'm just trying to open them up. Normal rise. I missed my throw. I dash in, throw. Off the counter hit. Gave me extra plus frames. I try to cross up, just to do something a little cheeky. Throw EX Fireball to stay plus. Because if you notice, I'm +1. And that sets you up for a pretty nice either frame trap if they're still coming at you after that +1 setup. Or if they back up, as you see, I dash in and cover the distance. Which leaves us at a 0-0. Now, here, I try to uppercut because my inputs, when you dash forward, you have to do a half circle versus a quarter circle. If you do a half circle, you'll get fireball. If you do a quarter circle, you get uppercut. And I canceled it in the V-trigger to kind of like help not get crush countered. But that was going to be match anyway, so at that point, I just didn't really even care. I was like, hey, if I catch him, I catch him. If not, you know, I'll get him next round. But based off of his offense and how he reacted to some of the pressure situations I put him in, I know exactly how to get to him. Unless he changes up how he plays, you know. So I start moving forward. My assessment period's over. I'm ready to fight. Fireball clash. He throws another fireball. I'm still gauging what he's doing. But at the same time, I'm trying to get my offense started. I try to jump in, crouch block his fireball, with fierce fireball. Try to feel out his offense, see what he's doing. He counter hits my fierce fireball. I hit confirm my crouching medium punch into fireball. And right now we're just playing neutral, trying to chip each other off and figure out what's going on. I throw another fireball, he hits me, and I'm pretty sure he gets a full combo off of this. Oki situation. What is the Oki setup? He jumps in instead of dashing in to cover the distance on my back rise. Throws air fireball. If I really did a medium DP, which provided invincibility, I would have got caught by the air fireball because that would hit at about waist level. But I block. He hits me with a crouching medium kick. I try to throw to try to like get him to the corner instead of my corner pressure. And he does a counter hit on his crouching forward into all 3 punches, which registers as a fierce punch, which he confirmed. He backs off because he didn't confirm. Jumps in again, throws another air fireball, and I actually dash under the air fireball because that's how you punish Akuma's air fireball right there. You dash under them when you think that they're coming. And with Ken, Lion Breaker combo does just nice. And I did that in the slipper. Huh, 402. Chun-Li, I'm the strongest character with kicks. Pull my Hadouken. That's great, Q. That was real funny. That was good. So, after super, the double dash up throw, crossed up, blocks, crouching strong, try to set up another corner throw to try to get him in the corner, which honestly corner situations don't really stress me out too much. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't be in the corner. So having my dad as my dad, I literally spent like the first 8 years of my life in the corner. Just him putting me in different situations, playing as Bison. Like, imagine this, okay? Me being a Dan player because, you know, Dan's pretty awesome. I always like Dan because he's a joke character, but nobody takes him seriously. And I'm just like, what if Dan was actually really good? I just play him, you know? And over the years, I got really, really good with Dan. Like, really good with Dan. Like, if Dan dropped in Street Fighter V, I would drop Ken in an instant. I don't care. My boy's back. But, you know, Ken will have to do. So, imagine, like, the Ken versus Bison matchup in Street Fighter Alpha 3. And my dad, who, again, they had me at, my parents had me at 19, so he's 19 years older than me, and then playing Street Fighter, playing Bison since, like, before I was born. A couple of years before I was born. And him putting me in situations that every time he knocked me over, knocked me down, what are you going to do to get out of the corner? He would ask me, and I'd have to explain it to him and try to execute it while I'm explaining it to him. So that, like, I formulate these plans and strategies on, like, I guess you could say different routes of attack. It's almost a philosophy in a way where water flows in least resistance. And as long as, if you block water, if you have a stream of water and you put an obstacle in that stream of water, the water will eventually find a way to go around or through it. And as long as you play like that, you know, it'll open up your playstyle to a lot of different facets and a lot of different opportunities for real sick combos. But anyway, let's continue on. Crush counter. Because fuck what you're doing. I need to get my offense started. So he tried to teleport. I did my back throw to get him into the corner. He tried to wake up throw, and I hit him with a cross up. Because I had a feeling he was going to wake up buttons.
Final round. Fight.
Alright. First exchange, he used a bar to try to demon flip. Anytime you see a demon flip and you have a character that has any kind of uppercut or dragon punch motion, uppercut that, it's free damage. And same with Cammy too. Like, she has, I think the move's called Hooligan, where she does that almost demon flip-esque style move, and Zaku too. Like anytime you see something that looks like a demon flip, just uppercut it with a move that has upper body invincibility, and you'll get it every single time. As long as you're like, you know, not getting thrown or in throw range of it. Okay, so counter hit combo off of his medium Tatsu, which is to be expected. You know, you punish medium Tatsu with chin buster combo, and because I have V skill too, you know, it gives me a little bit extra corner carry, a little bit extra damage, and instead of actually having mobility, I actually have more damage and more combo potential. So, and I finished the combo EX Tatsu for corner carry. So it sets him up in an Oki situation where he has to guess what I'm going to do. I try to go for the Thunder Kick overhead, which normally cancels into either light DP or light Tatsu, which I do the light Tatsu anyway because what is frame data? I tick throw, and I try to crush counter. However, his DP, his Dragon Punch uppercut is first frame invincible. So I tried to throw out a standing roundhouse on his wake up, but because I did it on his first frame and he did a first frame invincible move, he was able to win the trade with his EX Dragon Punch. Alright. And as you can see, he did an EXDP. I'm like, hey, I got some of them too. I know I used up a meter pretty much unnecessarily, but that was one of those things where, like, I just had to make a point. I should have V-reversaled right there. If I would have V-reversaled right there, he probably would have continued on with his pressure. I could have caught him in a disadvantageous situation and taken the round right there. Well, not here, because he was +2. Could have anti-aired that jump in. And again, that demon flip. Got me on a throw. Got V trigger. I back throw. Corner pressure. And I go for the game. Will it kill?
Ken wins.
So yeah. It was a pretty fun match. The guy had a pretty decent idea for what he wanted to do for his damage potential. But he just wasn't able to execute because of the fact that he was forcing his offense a little bit too much and overextending and not paying attention to the ranges of my neutral, my buttons. And again, it's almost like dancing. You know, each person has their own turn and each person has their own move where it leaves them on their back foot. And at that point, your partner comes in on their front foot to help steady you. And as if you look at that, if you take that analogy and run that with Street Fighter, as long as you look for your turn and look for your opportunity and maximize said opportunity, you'll be alright. Let's take this back to training stage, and I'm going to go back over a couple of other of the 4 fundamentals of fighting games. Okay, so I already showed you guys execution. So you set the dummy up on stand, attack after first, block guard after first attack. You know, apply this, you know, switch direction because of course. Normal recovery right now. You can change that in other situations, like for example, pick random. But this is more of an Oki kind of training, which I'm gonna go ahead and go through. You know, it would be good to combine Oki and yeah, my spacing is real odd. It's because I'm used to playing other like Street Fighters, but like I play Street Fighter V in a way that just kind of it's weird. I'm weird. I don't know. Tell your dad to like, if he's confused about Street Fighter V, tell him to think of it as like Street Fighter Alpha 3 Vism, but with like an extra move or two. That's kind of how I see it. Because Alpha 3, I either play Aism or Vism. And if you play Vism, it's a lot like playing V-Skill, V-Trigger in Street Fighter V. That's why with some matches you see me, I just don't even use my V-Trigger or V-Skill. And I know it's bad. I know you should be using all meter that you get and like take advantage of the resources. But like, sometimes you just gotta put hands on people like the old-fashioned way and just play Street Fighter. You know? So, I showed you execution. I'm going to show you guys Oki. So you set the dummy on guard all, spammed, apply. You know, we'll do normal. You know, normal recovery, normal, no stun, and you're going to go to record wake up action, and you're going to move this interval setting over to 1. And Ryu, because he's Ryu, has a 3 frame. He has a 3 frame standing jab, a standing light punch. So on the first frame of Ryu's of Ryu's wake up, I'm going to hit standing light punch, standing jab, so that it registers, you know, again, fastest move in the game at the first frame that I could possibly do it. Everything else will be set to guard to all, and if I'm able to actually get a combo in, that means that even though it's guard to all, I'm able to get in, and that is the key discipline of what Oki's all about. You gotta set wake up action. You know, see? Guard all. Okay, now, if you want to combine two trainings, you can actually combine Oki training and execution training. And by doing this, this is actually a huge crux of like how I play. So, go back up to guard, set guard all to guard after first attack. Now see, because he gets a counter hit, that means he's beating me out. And my Oki timing is off. That means I'm hitting it late. If I hit it earlier, then I'll be able to get him on counter hit every single time. Let's see, I tried a 1 leak frame. Like in 4, but I drop comp. Yeah, you can't 1 leak frame, you can't like 1 leak frame, right? Like, 4 and 5 are just like real weird with their timing as far as that goes.
Win this battle, and you'll have a 5-win streak in ranked match.
Oh, I get to play Black Legion.
Round 1. Fight.
Ooh. Okay.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, good jump in. No. Oh my god. Command grabs on block. Command grabs on block. I don't like that. Oh my god. Ah, I tried to DP, but it didn't come out. Oh, how unfortunate. Okay, I need to anti-air. Okay, wake up DP. Nope. That was supposed to be wake up DP, but I'll take the crush counter.
You win.
Alright, if she wants to play again, that'd be awesome. If she doesn't, I gotta take one shot.
You've got a 5-win streak in ranked match.
Alright, I gotta play a little bit more consistent.
Round 1.
Gotta actually, like, focus.
Fight.
Quit jumping, bruh.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh. Oh, come on. Okay. I wouldn't have guessed the command grab on wake up. But, or on Oki, but okay. Let's treat you like a grappler. There we go. Bring me up a little bit of points.
You win.
Alright guys, that is shot number 10. I have gone through 3/4 of a bottle of Pinnacle vodka. 60 proof. And yeah, I gotta pee. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a bathroom break. I'll be back in like a minute or so. But before I go, let me do my shot. Because that was a damn good match. I was inconsistent with how I played as far as my anti-airs go and my combo execution. However, my Oki situations were spot on. And yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and pour that shot. I won, so I only do one shot this time. And this is shot number 10. 1-0. And again, guys, bottoms up. Woo! Alright, bathroom break, and I will be back soon.
Time for battle. Time for battle. Another fight is coming your way. Round one. Fight!
Hadouken! 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 Not bad. That's what I was looking for.
Round two. Fight!
Gotcha! Break you! You can!
Hey guys, so thank you, Q. I didn't realize that my mic was off. I had this whole conversation. I did a whole shout out to you and George, but I'll do it again. Again, thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for having the time to hang out. I really enjoy you guys' company, and if you guys ever do want to get onto stream, just drop your CF in, drop your Discord, and I'm totally down to get you on here, you know? I can't answer here for anything right now. What is wrong with me? I thought I had V trigger 1, so I activated. I need an anti-air this guy. Jump, jump, jump. I couldn't react to it. Ow. Ow. He. Yeah, nah, I totally messed up on that one.
You lose.
Hey man, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Finally got my PC set up going. I'm doing Drunk Street Fighter. I was doing Ranked Drunk, which just unless your Daigo is a bad idea. I'm just gonna put that out there. Don't play drunk. Don't play drunk. Don't play ranked while drunk. But honestly, I don't really care. I'm on my LP, so whatever. I'm just here for a good time. But anyway, let me see. I'm gonna play one more. I'll play one more casual. I lost, so that's 2 shots. So how Drunk Fighter 5 works: if you win, you do 1 shot. If you lose, you do 2 shots. And I'm drinking cheap vodka, Pinnacle whipped cream vodka today. Made in France. So I lost. And also, something else I'm gonna add on my stream. Anytime that I am doing Drunk Fighter 5, I will be giving you guys this sound anytime I take a shot. So, shot 1, loading, shot 1 loaded. Shot 1 down the hatch. Ugh. Okay. Shot 2. I say shot 2, but in all actuality, I'm on like shot 12. I almost drank a whole liter of vodka. But we're having fun tonight. I don't have work tomorrow, so we're having fun tonight. But I'm gonna do one more casual match, and I'm gonna call that a night. Been going so far for a couple of hours and having a good time playing different matches and having a great time. And again, if you guys want to see more content of mine, I do have a YouTube. I do have a Twitter. So feel free to follow me on any of my social media. I have the same username for practically everything. So yeah, just type in Kamari93, and I will do my best to get back with you guys on any inquiries that you guys have. So, shot 2 down the hatch. Oops. So, this is going to be a V-Trigger 2 matchup. I love the look on Guile's faces when they, get sucked up by V-Trigger 2 anytime they throw a boom. Because one thing I'm working on is just trying to, like, react to projectiles with my V-Trigger 2. Okay. I'm gonna have to open him up.
Round 2. Fight. You win.
Okay. Sure. This guy is gonna be the last match I'm gonna have for tonight. I'm a little too drunk. He has a level 51 Guile, so I really want to see what he has to offer. Okay. Ooh, okay. Yes. I'm about to. I'm gonna give me one of those. About to snatch me up a boom. No, that's negative. That's not real. That's not real, Kyle. Trying to feed me that bullshit. The Bolshevik bullshit. We can do this. You'll win in a fireball match, but if you're just gonna sit there, I'm just gonna chip you away. Hmm? Okay. Okay. That was really awkward.
You win.
But it's good to end the night on a good note. I played pretty well with him, and I will go ahead and call that my last match for the night. Hey Q, welcome back. I really hope you caught that last match. And in all actuality, I think I'm just going to like review that and just kind of commentate on it. Because again, that's just kind of what I want to do. I like commentating. I really want to be a commentator. Like if I were to pick out my dream position as far as like work goes, it would either be a vascular surgeon in an ER, or like a commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know there's totally vastly different jobs, but it's like, yeah, being a vascular surgeon would be fucking badass. That would be like what I'd want to do. Like I was a combat medic in the Army for a few years. I did high desert medical college for a couple of years, and like I said a couple years. So I did high desert, a couple of years. I really love medical. It's kind of my thing, and with medical, I would love to pursue that. However, if I got offered today, hey, Kamari 93, do you want to commentate for the Capcom Pro? I would literally drop everything I would do. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Anything you want, my lord. You know, like I would love that. That would be my dream job. Because honestly, like watching how James Chen commentate and Vicious commentate, I would love to be able to convey my passion for the game and my knowledge for the game in the way they do. But like sitting there live, enjoying and commentating the live matches of like, oh my god, Problem X just XYZ against Tokido. Oh my god, Tokido just taunt comboed into a +4 combo that Problem X V reversal. Oh my god. Is it gonna kill? I would love to do that, man. And that would be like my dream job. But we're going to go ahead and review this last match and just kind of run it through how I do my match viewing review stuff. Okay, gotta excuse me, my Facebook's kind of blowing up a little bit right now. I need to mute that. And again, if you notice my dojo tag, the Shadow Realm, I am the VP of the Shadow Realm and the lead guy for training as far as that goes. I do a lot of coaching. I help people try to get better at the game. I teach them the different fundamentals and how I see the game. And I try to pass on what knowledge I have. So, if you guys are interested, George, he was a part of the Shadow Realm for a little bit back when we were doing our challenges and our weekly tournaments and all that stuff. But it got to the point where I was the only person running it and working 60 hours a week, 10 hours a day, 6 days a week. It's hard. Like, I'll be real, it's hard. And I had to back away for a little bit, and then also I needed to back away from my own personal improvement because I was hovering at Ultra Silver, and I wasn't able to advance no matter how hard I tried. I was just like hard plateaued there. But then after I took some time to myself, again, went over the 4 fundamentals of fighting games, reassessed how I actually execute my combos, and reassessed how I approach my game plan as a whole, I was able to just as you guys can tell, I can maintain gold. Like, I might dip down to ultra silver, but that's for like a match or two. But you know, I hover between, you know, I'll say 4,500 and 3,800. That's about my range where I'm at. I'm comfortable there, you know. It's like, of course, I'm going to be trying to improve and whatnot, but I need to sit there for a little bit so that I can work on my matchup knowledge, so that once I do advance, I can actually play the way I need to be where I need to be. Because with certain matchups, it's effortless, but other matchups, it's like, oh man, I have so much to learn. I have so much to do. I have to go to the training room and lab this and lab that. And I want to get to the point where I have all the matchups down. I have all my punishes down for everything that I need to do. And at this rank that I'm at now, I feel that it's a good mix of, hey, I know what I'm doing. I can play neutral. I have consistent anti-airs. And I know my combo execution. Versus, hey, I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit random so that I can throw you off your game just enough to get in and start my pressure. And I think that would be a good route for me to go down to continue. However, if I do that, I will stick with streaming, and I'll try to be more consistent, because this is fun and I love sharing my passion with the game. I love showing you guys, you know, what I can do in the game and passing on what knowledge I figure out. And on that note, speaking on knowledge, let's go ahead and go into these ranked matches. Oh, sorry. Take it back. The last match was casual. So let's go into these casual matches. Let's do this last casual match and see what I fucked up on and see where I can improve, see what's there. And after that, we'll end the stream, leave myself with something to meditate on, and I will have a stream schedule up before the end of next, before the end of next week. Within 7 days, I will figure out when I can consistently stream and come out here for you guys and try to entertain you with the best possible stream quality stuff that I have to offer. So let's start this back over. Match started. He starts off with a light sonic boom. I start to throw a light Hadoken, but of course, because of his startup for his sonic booms, he's a projectile character, so of course he's gonna have a lot faster recovery and startups for his booms. So his boom naturally punished my Hadoken. And with this one, I'm gonna actually go in depth on like speaking out exactly how I see the game and how I analyze the game and what I do to practice against said matchups so that I don't get hit with the same thing twice. So I blocked his second boom. He does an overhead, and I think that's because he tried to move forward and press medium punch. He tried to press forward and then medium punch, but it came out at the same time. Booms, I jump. I try to do a full combo, but if I would have canceled that jumping heavy punch into chin buster combo, chin buster second, I would have gotten a lot more damage potential off, but I got greedy and tried to throw in the extra crouching strong to make it, make it have more damage and try to optimize. It's one thing I'm trying to work on, optimizing certain combos, because when I jump in, I tend to not go for the crouching heavy punch when most times out of not I can get it, but this is obviously the exception. Continuing on, my crouching heavy punch got blocked, and using my hit confirm training that I do on my own, I pulled back when I saw the blue shield pop up instead of the yellow flash. taken from training and whatnot. So he goes forward with his light kick. My least favorite moves from Guile because of the fact that I'm used to him being a very turtley character. However, with that move, he can keep his turtle, he can keep his charge, but he's still moving forward at you. And it's just like, stop it! No! You're not supposed to do that! But it's Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V does Street Fighter V things. And we'll just digress from there. So he throws a boom. Cancel out with a hard Hadouken because of the speed that it comes out. I neutral jump him. Try to open him up. At this point, I'm just trying to open him up and do single hit confirms here. And just try to see where I can get in. Because at any point, he could just launch off a boom or just counter hit me on anything that I'm trying to do as far as starting up my offense with a flash kick. Because, Guile will do Guile things. Which catches me off guard a little bit because, again, his name is Tokido-san. And Tokido is, okay, at this point, I wouldn't really... I would say that he plays Urien, yeah. But he's always going to be that Akuma main, So, with Tokido being an Akuma Urien, for him to be playing Guile, I would expect more Daigo-esque qualities from him. However... his name is Tokido-san, but playing Guile. Questionable. Continuing on. No, I totally feel that. Playing Colleen against Guile is very similar to kind of how Ken plays Guile. Because of the fact that he zones very much, like, Ken's Fireball game, unless you're spaced out at, like, almost 2 times the sweep distance, I want to say about 4 squares on training stage, Ken's Fireball game is not viable unless it's used for single poke situations. And even then, you can only do single poke situations when you're like 2 squares out, 3 squares out. And when I say a square, if you look at where I am versus where Guile is, I am about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares away. So at like like 6 squares away, my fireball game becomes. Oh my god, I am drunk. At 6 scores away, my fireball game becomes semi-viable. Even then, if it's like a Guile or a Sagat, he'll probably beat me in the fireball game, unless I like force him to jump. Which at that point, I would have to already be doing work in the neutral game and just canceling out and counter hitting like a lot of things that he's doing, so that he feels that jumping is his only option. And at that point, I anti-air. I medium Shoryuken, and that's it, that's all. Your air approach is neutralized. But like with Colleen, she tries to get in and do combos, very much like how Ken does, but like not to the degree as Lucia, because Lucia is very fast. She also has that slide that helps her get in on certain situations that set her up for really good Oki pressure and just good pressure overall. But when it comes to Ken and Colleen, they are not like hyper fast as far as how they play. They're deliberate combos where they can be played slow and still be at an advantage, versus characters who play fast and win by their fast gameplay and keeping you on your toes. Kind of like how Rashid, kind of like how Ibuki. Okay, Ibuki has her own things because she has so many 50-50 mix-ups and so many different combo routes and combo options that it causes other complications. But with Ken and Colleen, they kind of have a similar playstyle in the fact that, like, they want to get in, they want to get their combos, they want to withdraw and see what you're doing. So, on that tangent, continuing on, Guile throws the EX Sonic Boom, and I forward jump over it. And he goes in for a medium kick, and covers distance with the light kick, for the forward moving light kick. Bazooka knee, that's what it's called. He sets himself up for a nice little throw into the corner, and his corner pressure begins with a crush counter into a flash kick. Now what's the Oki setup that follows after? I EXDT to try to get out of the corner and get away from that pressure, because no. Gal's my worst matchup, easily. Like, I have a lot of issues with zoners as it is, just because the character archetype that I play. I like rushdown and I like combo heavy characters. However, I mean, obviously we're playing Ken, neutral plays a factor, hit confirms play a factor, but if I were to say, if I had a play style, it would be very rushdown, combo, and read heavy. Like, I'll play neutral in the beginning to figure out what you're doing and how you play, and then based off of what you want to do, I adjust my game plan, counter offense, and then start my offense on a real awkward and unorthodox way, where, like, you would think that I would be starting with a button, but instead of starting with a button, I start with a throw, and then throwing that off, it makes you second guess yourself. And once you start second guessing yourself, I'm attacking your strategy versus attacking the character, and I'm fighting you versus fighting the game. And that's how I try to play the game, and that's how I look at it. So, continuing on, he back rises. I cover the distance, and I try to do an instant air attack with jumping short. He tries to throw out a button. Of course, I'm in the air. We tech throw. He tries to initiate it, I counter it. Sweeps. And according to Forever, which, I give a lot of credit to that guy. He put out a lot of really good quality videos, and Forever definitely helped me get better just as a player in general. Off of his Fighters Dojo segment that I'm not going to say I study religiously, but I watch it every now and then just to kind of refresh on the basic fundamentals and relearn my style. Because after watching him, I tweak what he taught me. He taught me through his videos to how I adapted to how I see Street Fighter. And that's where I came up with the idea, the four core fundamentals of fighting games, not necessarily from him, but from taking his knowledge and condensing it down into a way that's a little bit more digestible. So, one thing that he always quotes, you punish a sweep with a sweep. Now, because I'm Ken, sometimes I can punish a sweep with crouching forward into, cancel into, heavy fireball. But, I accidentally pressed forward. So he sweeps. And I punish the sweep with a sweep. The EX Sonic Booms. I eat it to the face. I don't know why I'm throwing there. I was really convinced that he was going to dash up and throw, based off of how he's been playing so far. I go through that. He doesn't dash up and punish, thank goodness, because he could have dashed up and gotten a very huge damaging combo off of it. I know, because I've been hit with it a bunch. And he just walks forward and throws. I actually am thankful for that. And Oki situation, I rise. He tries to back heavy. punch. And he flash kicks. And anytime he flash kicks, I try to punish with the optimal V skill 2 punish. Because we have V skill 1 with Ken. You throw out your standing roundhouse and you cancel that into V skill 1 where you run forward, and from there you can, hard DP, EX DP, things like that. Well, V skill 2 you have to really consider your combo routes. So I do crouching heavy punch as a crush counter. I charge up my V skill because with V skill 2 you could do just activate it and have him do the sunset wheel. It's kind of like Laura's sunset wheel, but has other properties. It doesn't hit overhead, but I have a feeling that it goes a little further out than Laura's. I haven't labbed it yet, but I would have to add that to my list of things I need to check out. So sunset wheel after my crouching fierce crush counter to connect that, keep him airborne and juggle him, followed up with a medium tatsu, and it leads you directly into a EX DP, Shoriripa, which as long as your opponent is above waist level, guaranteed hit, you'll be able to get it. If it's at waist level, it's a hit or miss. I've seen it hit, I've seen it not hit. I've tilted when it not hit, but it's a precautionary measure for obviously I'm sorry, I'm totally drunk rambling. Let me go ahead and stop. Let's play it through. He throws, I'm at a sliver, follow up with a crouching forward. I still have my V trigger just in case he threw another boom. And we start round 2. Throw a fireball because he's just kind of sitting there holding neutral stance. Trying to get him to do something because he's holding stance. And also, if you notice, every time I throw a fireball, I inch closer and closer to him. So I'm covering distance while I'm actually chipping away at him and throwing different strength fireballs while keeping a lookout for anti-airs. I throw a combo, Oki setup. I knew I wasn't able to get light tatsu after that overhead, so I let it go and let him have fun trying to, a flash kick, baiting out the flash kicks. And that's something that I found really interesting. If you're on the opposite side of Guile and you jump over and he flash kicks you, it still hits. It makes sense in a way because of how the hitboxes and hurtboxes interact. But I honestly think that you jumped over him, you shouldn't get hit. But I digress. And at this point I just punish him. Take the round, take my points.
Ken wins.
Because if you give up in the middle of a match while playing me because you feel I shut you down, you deserve everything you get. Never give up until the fat lady sings. And even then, lichdom is a thing. I'm just joking. Also, another thing, I love D&D. It's a huge part of what I used to do in my free time back when I was younger and back out in California. I'm currently in Wisconsin now because of certain life situations. But back when I lived in Los Angeles, and more specifically San Luis Obispo, my group of friends were really into Dungeons and Dragons, and I make a couple of references here and there sometimes. But anyway, that was the last match that happened, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. A stream that lasted 3 hours and 24 minutes seems pretty damn awesome to me. So anyway, on that note, I will go ahead and bid you guys adieu. thank you for coming by. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and follow button on my various social medias. You know, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I'll get on Twitch eventually, but it's one of those, I'll work up to it. But have a good night. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And make good choices. And I'll be here for you guys. You know how to get a hold of me.